I thought they did. I mean, Washington University is just a great example of women's college basketball. And Case is a very young team with a backcourt that is lacking tremendously in experience. So I thought they did okay. And they're definitely going to try to get out and get a victory today. And that'll be harder than usual with Barrett Eppard missing in that lineup. You know, Eppard and Orcutt were, as Case, starts the game on offense here, Eppard and Orcutt were really two of their only returning players with significant playing time a year ago. Eppard was a starter and Orcutt was one of those first players off the bench. But, they had a team last year that was dominated by 4 seniors, 2 of which were all conference, 1 of which was conference player of the year, as Orcutt puts up a 3, and it won't go, and here comes Chicago on the rebound. So this is a transition year for Case, as the Maroons are in a transition themselves on offense, and it will take patience. Here's Chicago on offense, little spin off the glass, shot was missed, rebound fought for, the Maroons control it. On the drive is Caitlin Moore off the glass, and that one's good.
Caitlin Moore with the basket, making her 12th start. Just over 7 points a ball game.
She'll pick up an early foul, too. Moore from Grosse Pointe, Michigan. That's Aaron Reynolds, number 20 there. She'll take the inbound pass from Amanda Germer, maybe. Germer gets it into Orcutt. Orcutt double-teamed. Now Germer back with the basketball. Case down 2-0 early on, just a minute gone. This is Reynolds. She finds Mummy. Mummy gets it inside, partially blocked. That was Britta Nordstrom down the floor. Maggie Ely's going to kick it back out. And now with the basketball is Morgan Donovan. Going to swing it left to Nordstrom. This is Nordstrom with a left-hand dribble, left-handed layup, and it's good. Jen Reimer wants a quick timeout. 1 minute, 26 seconds into this opening half. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Germer against Donovan, setting up this offense for Case. Mummy with the basketball. Finds Germer on the perimeter. Looking to Aaron Reynolds inside. Germer's going to step up, put up a shot, missed it. McCoy with the rebound, and a whistle and a foul. Foul's on the floor. It will not be a shooting foul. And foul is against Maggie Ely. That's the freshman, McCoy. Brendan, she's had a great year.
Well, she's found herself open to the paint a couple of different times and been around a couple of these first different offensive plays as Case turns it over on a travel.
Orcutt will be called for traveling.
You mentioned that just tremendously inexperienced this Case starting lineup is, and they're going to have to look to players like Laura Mummy to hold her own down in the post. First couple possessions for Chicago, my opinion, a little too easy getting to the basket.
Nordstrom tried to squeeze it inside the lane with a pass. It was kicked out of bounds off Case. Chicago will keep it. They'll have 16 seconds to shoot.
The other thing that you said at the outside of the game, too, about Barrett Eppard being a kind of a teammate favorite, if you will, with the way she's so beloved by her teammates. As Chicago turns it over, that's going to be where she most grows during this time away from action on the hard court. Whatever she can contribute, whatever she can do from the bench that maybe she couldn't see or say before, that's where she'll continue to be a leader.
This is Reynolds with a spin dribble. McCoy in the back cut along the baseline, and she stepped on that baseline. There's Brooke Orcutt. There's going to be a lot of attention paid to her now with Eppard out. Orcutt, the leading scorer on this team, averaging 13 points. Mummy, as you mentioned, is right there averaging 10 points. But Brooke Orcutt is really their only outside shooter. McCoy can do it, but she's also a freshman. The Chicago Maroons offense, on the other hand, Brendan, in the last 3 games, they have averaged 91 points per game.
There's no doubt they have hit some kind of stride here lately. And oh, by the way, one of those games they lost. So, you know, if you're playing at women's D3 level and score 87 points in that game and lose, I know NYU is a good program, but still, that's a tough loss.
Foul's going to be on Aaron Reynolds. That is her first, team first. Spartans down 6. There's a look at Carissa Kanucky in her first official season as the head basketball coach at the University of Chicago. She was here last year as an interim role.
It's been a pretty up and down year for Chicago. Nothing streaky about it. They have not won or lost more than 2 consecutive games all year. Currently 8-7, but riding a 2-game win streak as they try to put something together. But you mentioned it, maybe they're starting to hit stride with the way they've scored.
This is Nordstrom off the glass. Missed the shot, and Orcutt comes down with the rebound. Down the floor to McCoy. Jess McCoy steps back. Pass to Mummy. Shots up and good. Laura Mummy with her first basket.
Ends a 3.5-minute scoring drought to start the game for Case, and now the monkey's kind of off your back. You can relax and get back and play some defense now.
Whistle away from the ball in the key. Foul's going to go on Aaron Reynolds. That will be her second. Boy, if you're missing Barrett Eppard at 5'10", and then you get Aaron Reynolds at 5'11" in foul trouble with 2 fouls in the first 3.5 minutes, that is not what Coach Reimer is looking for.
No, that's going to make this challenging as the game goes along, and she's got to be really careful not to pick up another one.
Donovan with the basketball.
You know, you think about it now, typically when a player picks up 2 fouls this early in the game, they come out. I don't know if she can quite afford to do that at this point.
Ely got the rebound, and she knocked the basketball out of bounds after she went for her own rebound. Chicago a year ago, 7-18 overall. They were just 3-11 in UAA play, so they've already gone past their win total, season-wise, with 8 wins. On the other side, Case, as they lose the ball on offense, won 16 games a year ago, is the best season in 12 years here at Horsburgh Gymnasium for the women. But as I mentioned, they lost 4 starters to graduation, one of which was Conference Player of the Year. That's McCoy, the freshman, looking to step in and do that, score.
Couple jump shots, you know, start to get into a little bit of a rhythm. I think 2 of the last 3 or 4 possessions down the floor now, they've hit those jump shots after struggling early on when they were trying to drive into the paint.
Ely, cross-court pass intercepted by Orcutt. Brooke Orcutt on the break, it's 1-on-4. Brooke's going to take the shot. It was blocked. Shot was blocked by Ellie Greiner.
It's her team-leading 16th block of the year.
And then inside to Claire Devaney. It's 8-4. Chicago over Case. The Spartans just not making good decisions offensively right now.
No, I like the idea of trying to go into the paint, but you got to put a little bit more gusto on the passes when they're going to go in there. You can't just lob them in and hope that somebody will get their hand on it, because inevitably the wrong person will.
This is Germer in trouble with the ball. She's going to get it off to Reynolds. 14 seconds to shoot for Case. Spartans really struggling, trying to get a good shot off. There's Orcutt. She got a good look, and she made it. Very much like the men's game. The men started out 2 of 12 from the field, but they were only down 6-4. The ladies have struggled early, and it's 8-6.
And sometimes the stats don't tell the whole game. You just got to scrap and claw your way in a ball game.
That's a 3, and it's a good one. Ellie Greiner from Cincinnati Ursuline High School with her first basket of the afternoon. Reynolds. Ball went off of Chicago's hand. Yes, it went off the Maroons. Lots of substitutions. 4 for Chicago, 2 for Case. We'll try to catch you up. Checking in for Case is Chelsea Steen. along with Julie Mooney. Mooney, a 6-foot senior guard from Dublin Jerome High School, and Steen, a 5'6" junior guard out of Newark High School. That's Stephanie Anderson, number 13, applying pressure out front for Chicago. Shot off the glass by Reynolds, goes out of bounds.
Chicago's defense early in this game has been very difficult to penetrate early in the ball game. They've done a good job of guarding the key well. I think they've had good spacing on defense. They've been very active.
5 seconds to shoot. This is Orcutt to Germer. 2 to shoot. Amanda puts it up, missed it.
Yeah, all 3 baskets for Case have come from outside of 12 feet.
That's Paige Womack with the basketball for Chicago. She's off the bench. Good ball movement, leads to a layup. Beautiful ball movement between Womack and Allie Shaw. And Chicago got an easy bucket out of it. They're up 7 with 7 minutes gone in this opening half. Stay tuned.
Cleveland Marriott Downtown at Key Center offers the versatility and reliability to meet your unique travel and meeting needs. From smart spaces to practical amenities to world-class service, our flagship hotel will deliver the quality experience you expect, backed by the Marriott name you trust. At Cleveland Marriott, we have one goal: to serve you better. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
The Case Spartans huddled around their head coach, Jen Reimer. Down 7 early in this game. Erin Reynolds with 2 fouls on her. Only 3 players have scored for Case. They just have 6 points. Mummy, McCoy, and Orcutt have scored for the Spartans. On the flip side for Chicago, they've got 5 players that have scored, 2 of them off the bench.
Well, and that's one of their strengths. They're very they're not dependent on 1 or 2 scores. In fact, Chicago has 4 different players who average double figures per ball game. They've got 4 different girls with at least 25 assists on the season. It's a balanced offensive group. That certainly will help their cause down the stretch of the UAA schedule.
Shot off the glass is missed by Mummy. Case will keep it though. Mummy again in the corner. That's Germer, top of the key, 3 in the air, missed it long. And down with the rebound for Chicago is Allie Shaw. Working it down to Womack against Steen. Shot was missed, and Chelsea comes up with a rebound.
A lot like the men's game we saw earlier, Chicago likes to play up-tempo, high-energy transition offense and try to score without getting something set up.
And I don't think that's what Case is going to want to do. They get winded because they don't play a whole lot of players because of their youth. Nice feed that time from Mooney to Steen, cutting in the lane. Steen with her first basket. Case was clearly out of gas in that Washington University game on Friday night. This is Steen on defense over Womack. Working the ball out top. Anderson with it to Womack. Womack's going to force up a shot, and it went. Womack, the 6th Chicago Maroon to score. "13 put a hand on. That hand check is a new rule this year.
That's illegal this year, and you know, the one thing that Germer's got to be careful of, she's really showing a reluctancy to dribble with her left hand. Very obvious she wants to go to the right, and she'll only go to the left when she has to cross over. If she does that too frequently, somebody like Stephanie Anderson, who just picked up that foul, will pick up on that.
Nordstrom just stole the ball off the inbound, and here comes Womack controlling it for the Maroons. Kate Cassidy is also in the game for Chicago right now. This is Womack. Shot was blocked by Mooney. Orcutt with it, looking to Mooney. There's Julie on the break, 1-on-2. She puts it up, she got fouled. She's going to get 2.
That was a really silly foul by Stephanie Anderson. She sort of ran into her with her arms down. Get up and try to swat the ball away.
Julie Mooney's at the foul line. She is a 72% free throw shooter.
Now, Rachel Beatty's going to check in for Case, and Jennifer Reimer was very clear with her as she sent Beatty in. She said, you're going to lead all of our communication right now. They're looking for someone to be a leader. Down 6 here midway through the first half. Beatty, a junior guard from Carrollton, Texas.
Mooney makes them both. Case gets a turnover the other way. Down 5. This is Orcutt with the basketball. Orcutt with a nice pass to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for some help. Brooke dribbles in, left-handed layup, missed. Reynolds steals it away. Aaron off the glass, and it's good. How about that?
Excellent court awareness, knowing where the ball was coming through. And as soon as she swiped it, nice little pivot out on the low post and put it in.
Nice backdoor baseline cut. Moore fed her teammate Kate Cassidy, and Cassidy got an easy look.
Ron, I almost get the sense that Case on defense has a lot of nervous energy right now.
Foul's on Rachel Beatty. After she got the ball stolen, she tried to get it back. From Stephanie Anderson, and she got called for the reach-in foul.
Just trying to expand on that a little more.
Nervous energy.
Yeah, I feel like there are a couple different times where we're seeing girls on their heels a little bit. In a couple spots, looking around as though they're not sure they're in the right spot, and it's leading to open shots like that. And Jennifer Reimer is going to burn her 3rd timeout here in the first 10 minutes of the game. You can tell there's some clear frustration on the defensive side of the ball for the Spartans.
And this one's a full. She wants time to talk, and she's going to get it. We'll be back.
Cleveland Marriott Downtown at Key Center offers the versatility and reliability to meet your unique travel and meeting needs. From smart spaces to practical amenities to world-class service, our flagship hotel will deliver the quality experience you expect, backed by the Marriott name you trust. At Cleveland Marriott, we have one goal: to serve you better. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Back on the floor for Case out of that timeout. Beatty, Orcutt, Steen, Reynolds, and Mummy. Or Mooney rather than Mummy. This is Rachel Beatty with the basketball for Case. Orcutt steps up from 14 feet, and Brooke Orcutt makes it. She's got 4.
Well, she said a couple of jump shots, one from either side of the top portion of the key, but they're going to need her scoring today. They're fortunate to only be down 5 right now.
Devaney on the drive, and she's going to draw the foul from Brooke Orcutt. Orcutt's going to get called for the blocking foul. That will be Brooke's first.
Well, Barrett Eppert just exploded off the bench in frustration at the foul call. She thought it was a pretty clean 2-feet set.
Devaney, an 87% free throw shooter on a team that shoots 76%. This long tip's going to come right back to her, so Chicago's going to keep the basketball. The Maroons are up 6 inside 10 minutes to play. Into a double team and a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go against Aaron Reynolds. That will be Aaron's 3rd. Maggie Ely will go to the foul line. She'll shoot 2.
Really good move by Ely. She found just a little bit of a weakness. She's a right-handed player, but went strong with her left there, used her kind of a right shoulder. I don't want to say to clear some space because that's technically illegal, but if she goes up, I thought she did a good job of drawing that contact. Well, a couple free throws here have pushed the lead back out to 8 for the Maroons. Case needs something offensively here to continue to match them punch for punch.
This is Orcutt along that left baseline, threw the basketball away. In the passing line was Megan Donovan on the break with a nice pass. And we got a foul, and it's a hard one. Trying to walk that off is Caitlin Moore. Caitlin was shielded from my line of sight by the Case team gathering in front of their bench right now, but it's good to see that Caitlin is up and feeling better because she went down hard and looked to be in a lot of pain initially.
Yeah, and she immediately went down and grabbed her shin. You couldn't tell if it was maybe more of her ankle rolled out from underneath her or if it was her knee, but she hit the ground hard. It was a good hard foul and a clean foul.
And Caitlin Moore from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, has her 3rd point of the early half.
Well, she's going to hobble off the floor here. She's in good spirits. But
yeah, she looks much better than she did 30 seconds ago.
Pretty impressed she could hit both those free throws and didn't even touch the rim on it. She's going to get a little bit of medical attention as she comes out.
So this is Germer in the backcourt. She'll bring the ball up for Case. Spartans are down 10. It's 24-14. 11 minutes gone in this opening half. This is Germer on the left baseline drive. Boy, Case just looks out of sync offensively right now. They have many possessions that have ended in that, a turnover.
Well, unfortunately, I think a lot of it has to do with Germer's inability right now to try to get something going offensively. A lot of times on offense when things haven't gone your way, you kind of look to your point guard to try to facilitate something, and Germer, unfortunately, has committed a couple of those turnovers.
Almost another one, and it could turn into another one. Germer will control it. Pass to Orcutt. Brooks got an open look, and she makes it.
And for me, saying earlier that she didn't do well, I want to make sure I point that out. That was a great look. Some exasperated looks on the Spartans bench after the foul was called, shoving the Maroon player out of bounds. Morgan Donovan might have sold that one a little bit.
At the line shooting 1-1 is Maggie Ely. Fouls against Jessica McCoy. Ely is 3 of 3 from the foul line. And again, a long rebound off of a free throw miss. Ely with the basketball. Cut off by Orcutt. Three in the air by Griner. Ellie Griner. She's got 2 threes. She's got 8 points.
Chicago's going to start ratcheting up the pressure here a little bit, and I don't blame them. You get up in the first half like this in a conference game, you want to try to go for the jugular early, especially with as well as they've been playing throughout the last couple of weeks.
Well, they were in Pittsburgh on Friday, jumped out to a double-digit early lead against Carnegie Mellon and kept it the entire game. That's Germer for 3. Well, that is something Amanda doesn't do a whole lot, and that is a welcome sight.
Case is dropping into a 2-3 zone defense here. Trying to force Chicago to start shooting from the outside. That's not a bad idea because they've gotten a lot of looks close to the basket.
It's Griner, 3 to shoot. This is Ely. She's going to step in, put it up, missed it hard off the back of the rim. And another long rebound comes out to the Maroons of Chicago.
A nice defensive possession. The other thing you do in a 2-3 zone like this, unless the offense spaces out really well, great pass and ensuing layup there. But the other thing that Case will take advantage of in that zone is trying to tip some of those skip passes that come from sideline to sideline.
Driving a basket, Laura Mummy taking it hard to the basket. She's got 4. Case within 9. They were down 12 just a minute ago. This is Ely in front of that Case bench. Another cross-court skip pass. Orcutt on defense. Beatty, ball's loose, on the ground. Rolling with it and traveling with the basketball is Chicago. Claire Devaney gets called for traveling. 3 Maroons off the bench, including 1 Case player, Aaron Reynolds. Let's see, the Maroons back in the game are Paige Womack, along with Morgan Donovan. And Allie Shaw has also checked back in the game for Chicago.
This is probably one of Chicago's bigger units. I'd be surprised if Case is easily able to drive on this. They might have to settle for more of the jump looks they've had.
Case loses the basketball. Womack gets it forward to Donovan. Donovan with the ball between her knees, and now they're going to get it to Anderson. They're going to swing it left baseline to Allie Shaw. This is Shaw with it, kicks it out to Womack. Chicago patient with it. Anderson's going to shoot a 3, missed it long. Germer and Womack fight for it.
Well, patient was the key word there, Ron. They waited until they got the look they wanted rather than forcing something prematurely.
Boy, that was great ball movement again. Loose ball, Brooke Orcutt comes up with it. Orcutt's going to run with Germer. Germer from the left side lays it up. She was fouled, and she'll shoot 2.
I don't know why Orcutt doesn't try to take that to the hoop herself there. She's a 95% free throw shooter, and she's got, compared to her teammate, she's significantly bigger. You'd think she would probably be able to get to the hoop and draw that contact and have a better shot to put it in, as opposed to Germer, who just sort of throws it up. She does get to the line, but I would have liked to see Orcutt try to put that up herself.
Amanda Germer with her 4th point. Amanda from Malvern, Pennsylvania, a junior. A lot of expectations and pressure on the shoulders of that young lady this year. Germer's 2nd free throw is up and it's good. She's got 5. Case is within 7. They're on a 7-2 run right now. Ely with it. Looking cross court, they'll swing it from right to center, back to right to Ely, 3 in the air, and another long rebound off the back iron. Chicago keeps it.
It's the 7th offensive rebound for the Maroons. They have 6 defensive rebounds.
Good look inside. Shot was missed, and reaching over and drawing the foul is Ellie Greiner. Greiner missed the shot, went up and over Brooke Orcutt.
On those 7 offensive rebounds, Chicago has put 9 points on the board, so that's definitely something that Case is going to have to adjust with. Not too many of the rebounds on the offensive glass have been long rebounds either. Most of them have been in the paint.
Brooke with a spin inside the foul line, and she makes it. Brooke Orcutt's got 8. This is Ely. She's going to work it with Morgan Donovan out top. Donovan's 10 with the basketball. Right block, shot, missed. McCoy tried to keep it alive, and she's going to get called for a foul. Jessica McCoy went up and over Britta Nordstrom.
Just a little bit too tall over her back. Well, after the first, I don't know, Ron, maybe 7 minutes of the first half was all Chicago. And Case has kind of crept back in it, and statistically the teams are evening out a little bit. Case actually 10 of 20 from the floor. They've shot 50%. But Chicago out-rebounding the Spartans. They've scored more points off of those second chance opportunities. Chicago also with 7 more points from their bench players. And Case has been hurt by 9 first half turnovers here with still 4:22 to play before the intermission.
Caitlin Moore and Claire Devaney have checked back into the game for Chicago. Nordstrom has 6 points as she makes both free throws. Erin Reynolds has played most of this first half. She's got the basketball right now with 3 fouls. Nice pass on a cut to Brooke Orcutt. Brooke missed the shot. Rebound comes out to Mooney. Mooney puts up a shot, missed it long. And Ely down with a rebound for Chicago. Here come the Maroons inside 4 minutes to play, opening half. Case is down 7. Ely steps all over the place. No traveling. Mooney comes up with a loose ball. It's Mooney and Germer. It's a 2-on-3 break. Julie forces the shot up, and she's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line.
That's a call that I'm frustrated with if I'm Coach Carissa Sane-Kanaki. I mean, I really thought that defensively, I really thought Morgan Donovan did a good job of not really bumping her. I mean, she hit her, but as an offensive player, if you're going to drive into the lane, Ron, you've got to drive at the rim, not sort of go at it and then kind of fall away after barely getting contact. It's kind of a ticky-tack call. But it helps Case because they get a couple free throws and pull it in 5 here in the final 3.5.
Ely with the ball above her head. She'll play catch out top with Donovan. Staying on the perimeter. Now they go along that baseline. Nordstrom was wide open. Missed the shot. She got her own rebound. Stolen away. Now Germer has it for Case. Off to Mooney. It's Mooney and Germer again. Julie again to the basket, and this time they get her for the charge.
Well, while they got her for the charge that time, that was more what I was referring to with when you're drawing that contact going hard to the rim. That's a tough call because it's right on the edge of the circle. But I like the aggressiveness there that time from Julie Mooney.
Case had a chance to cut that lead to 3. Shot missed. Rebound by Chicago, though. Devaney threw it away. Mooney's got it. Off to Reynolds. This is Mummy with a shot. She makes it. Laura Mummy's got 6. Timeout, Chicago. Case is all the way back. We'll be back.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Hey, that's a shot of Aubrey LaForce's mother. Aubrey LaForce, a freshman point guard on this team for Vermilion. That's her mom right there, the blonde with the scarf. Big fan of the Case Spartans. It's great the parents are always coming out supporting the team. Some of them that can't make it here if they live out of state, and there are a lot of families that live out of state. They listen to us on the internet. We're happy to bring them Case basketball. Spartans doing a nice job here. Ely with it. This is Anderson now. Case's defense has really stepped up. They've got 4 seconds to shoot. 3 seconds. Wild shot off the glass, won't go, and they get the rebound. That's disappointing. Devaney with the rebound. Boy, you work hard for 30 seconds, you force a crazy shot.
That's twice now that's happened, but this defense has totally changed since they went to the 2-3 zone. Chicago's had a very difficult time getting through it.
Donovan now to Anderson. Anderson between the circles. That's Devaney again with a shot, missed it. Ball's loose on the floor, Reynolds comes up with it, Germer will control. Down the floor to Orcutt. Brooke with a crossover dribble, left baseline, looking for room, kicks it. Mummy with a shot, made it.
Well, Case has hit their jump shots today. That has definitely brought this team back into it. They have not had an easy time getting back, but they've capitalized on their opportunities.
Anderson spots up for 3. Rattled out. That went in and came out. Reynolds with the rebound. Here we go with Germer. Germer left wing. Top of the key now to Reynolds. They work inside. Beautiful move by Mummy. Mummy got position. Reynolds put the pass the only spot it could be in. And Laura Mummy's got 10 points.
Case was down 28-16 and now leads at 33-32. 17-4 run for the Spartans here at the end of the first half.
That run has come over the last 7 minutes. Pass inside off the glass, and this one ends a long drought. That basket by Claire Devaney.
About an 8-second difference between game and shot clock here, so the Spartans will have to get a shot off.
Germer feeling some heat from that Chicago defense. That's Donovan with great defense on Germer. 10 seconds to shoot. Mummy has been hot, missed the shot. Ball was knocked out of bounds though, off Claire Devaney. Case will keep it, and they'll have all 15 seconds that'll close out this first half to work with it.
What an excellent second half of the first half, Ron. You can't say enough about the way the Spartans have battled back here.
Germer with the long inbound to Brooke Orcutt. Orcutt back to her teammate Germer. We've got 10 seconds. Case down a point. This is Orcutt, strong inside. Fakes left, fakes right, goes back left. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Down with a rebound is Chicago, and the clock is going to hit 0 on this opening half.